Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, uh, anybody that's out there. Today is my second video. Yesterday I read the first chapter on my book. Not a lot of people came. It's not a big deal because it's my first time doing this. Relatively new to how you go online works. Yesterday you couldn't see me. I don't know how to fix that, but I fixed it today. But today is talk about ghosts. If anybody has out there um, if anybody has any ghost stories out there, or if anybody knows anybody that they've had that they have any experiences out there with things that have happened to them or they've seen, do excuse my glasses on the glare on my laptop because I'm blind. I can't see nothing, and without my glasses. If I had to read anything and I took them off, I would have to start squinting, and so it's kind of, it makes me look weird. So do forgive me on glare. Anybody out there? I've already sent out requests and told people to get on here, so we'll see. We'll see who shows up. We'll talk about we'll see if my efforts weren't in vain. See if I can do this, because apparently my kids don't think that I don't have what it takes to to do this, and but I don't think I have it. I don't have it in me, so I have to have them as my coaches and teach me how to do all these things. Like my friend Edwin, he just sent me a tweet saying, asking me if he would have known that I went live yesterday, he would have been on it. Let me go ahead and tweet it right now. Yesterday it was okay. So it went okay. I thought I was talking to myself, and I had this big old screen on there. It said split broadcast. I thought I was going insane, or maybe I didn't do it right, and probably didn't do it right anyway. So let me start off. Let me start off on with one of my ghost stories. That takes place in Mexico. My family, they come from Mexico. They immigrated over here, papers done, set up, and everything, and decided to come over here for a better life. And but still, my grandparents, they they stayed in Mexico, and things that happened in Mexico. It's like central headquarters for everything that's paranormal. You have witches, and and God knows what else is out there. Um, so in Mexico, we have like the most craziest things that happen to us. Uh, we have witches that literally transform into birds, and we call those lechuzas. Uh, we we see dead people at cemeteries, and and obviously, it happens everywhere. You see ghosts everywhere you go. You just happen to just be there. Not just in Mexico, but like I said, for some reason, Mexico seems to be like the central headquarters of it. But there was this one time I was in uh, my parents this time, and um, we just happened to stay. Like I went with my dad. Um, I went with my dad to Monterrey, Mexico, um, for I think it was like New Year's, with his girlfriend's family, and it just so happened that they lived in this huge house. It was like this two-story house, and I'm not too fond of places I don't know. But anyway, I think we stayed there for like a week, and then it was like about 11:30, and it was time to go to sleep. As a teenager, you usually want to stay awake, but I just didn't know anybody, so I really didn't stay awake because nobody wanted to speak to me. So I was cool with that. I didn't really mind. So I go upstairs, and then I go to I go to the restroom, like right before I go to sleep, and um, I thought I closed the door, but I guess you know they had a cheap door for the restroom. It's one of those doors where you push and you think you close, and apparently it doesn't close, and it kind of stays slightly open. Winston the monkey joined in. Hey man, thanks for showing up. Talking about ghosts here, bro. So want to join in? Uh, Thanks, bro. And so uh, I was washing my face and whatnot, and I don't know this guy. I've never seen this person before in this house, and that day there was a lot of people there, and I pretty much remembered everybody that was at that party. But uh, so I thought nothing of it. But they